Good evening, everyone. Jim Holway, your Corporation Commission candidate. We've had a great day of going live throughout the day. We've been doing a live internet broadcast every hour at the top of the hour for about 10 minutes. And I think maybe it's given me a little hint of what it might be like to be a broadcaster, and every hour have to rush over, sit down in front of the camera, and suddenly be articulate. It's been a very interesting experience. I'm not sure I'm ready for the career change yet. So I'm counting on winning this election, so I'll be a corporation commissioner, and I won't have to go get a job as a radio or TV announcer. So it has been a pleasure visiting with all of you all day. And what this has been about is that elections, as I've been saying, elections are about engaging with the voters. It's about you as the voters having a chance to meet the candidates. It's about talking about the real issues that impact us. And so that's why we've gone live, to be able to do that. Break through all that clutter of negative commercials and negative mailers that you're getting, and try to talk about the real issues facing Arizona. So each hour we've been coming up, talking about 10 minutes. I'll do the same here, share a few brief comments, and then we'll call it a day for now. Throughout the campaign, for me, one of the greatest pleasures has been traveling all over our state. Early in the campaign, as we were collecting signatures and clean elections contributions, we made it to an event in every county in the state and have continued to do several rounds of traveling. I'm consistently amazed by the beauty of our state, the diversity of our state, the landscapes anywhere from, the Colorado River along Yuma, well up to the Four Corners area, to the mountains of eastern Arizona. It's just a wonderful and beautiful state. And what it is a reminder of as well is the people of Arizona are every bit as diverse as our landscapes. And as I've been clear, I am running to represent everyone in Arizona. And I take on that challenge, I relish that challenge, and I look forward to it. That means I'm not running to represent a particular party. I'm not running to represent a particular interest group. I'm running to represent you. I'm running to represent all of you. And I'm running to help us work together and find the common ground so we can move forward. I entered this race because of my passion for the issues, because of the issues of caring about how we continue to supply water and power and natural resources for our future. I also entered this race because I care about the future of our democracy. I care about the future of our government. It's, I'll be honest, it's the naive idealism I bring. And after 35 years of experience, I don't generally consider myself naive, but I do have this idealistic belief that our democracy can work. And to make it work, though, we have to respect and celebrate our differences. We have to recognize that it's not a matter of right and wrong on most of these issues. It's a matter of how do we combine the interests, find the path forward that works for all of us. I'm running to be your commissioner because I know together we can do this. And I hope I'll have your support for that. The issues I've heard most about through the campaign, let me just sort of reiterate them briefly, the ones we've been covering throughout the videos that we have done today and over the last several days. A belief that Arizona has enormous potential in solar energy and that we ought to develop it. That's probably the theme I've heard the most about as I've gone about the campaign. Also, quite a bit just in general about wanting to make sure that our water, that our energy are going to be reliable, not just for us, but for our children and our grandchildren. And most people, I think, believe that requires a diverse portfolio. Yes, let's pursue solar, but yes, let's also continue to take advantage of the traditional energy sources we have used, and let's get better and better at delivering them cleanly and efficiently and as affordably as possible. Those are the issues I've by far heard the most about. But there's others that have come up quite a bit as well. Obviously related to that, but the affordability of rates, concerns about rate increases. I hear this throughout the state. Mostly I hear this from individuals served by private water companies. And so they look to the commission to represent them and to make sure that their rates are staying reasonable. And the concern I hear every bit as much as concerns about rates or special adjustments is concerns about, I don't feel like my commission listens to me. I don't feel like my commission represents me. Well, I'm running to represent you, and I share that concern about our current commission as well. It's another reason for my running, that I think we do need to bring some new voices. We need to bring some diversity to the commission. I've received an endorsement from the newspaper, from the Arizona Republic, and one of their key points, beyond saying that I'm one of the most qualified candidates to ever run for this office, is that I would bring some necessary and needed diversity to the views that the commission has. So I look forward to representing all of you in doing that. Related to this concern about, are my commissioners listening to me, is certainly a concern I've identified. It's a concern that has arisen from this election, which is the substantial expenditures being made secretly for the campaigns. The assumption is it's coming from our largest utility, Arizona Public Service. We don't know for sure. That may be true, it may not be. But clearly we have outside interests putting far more money into the campaigns than the candidates themselves. I don't believe that's the way our political process should work. The commitment I have made is that I will require, if our utilities are contributing, I'll require that to be public information so that you can know that, so you can make that part of your decision when you decide how you want to vote. Let me sort of wrap up. I'll hit some highlights of what we've covered and point you where you can go find more information. So as we have covered a lot of issues. Started off today with our 10 a.m. broadcast talking about the importance of the commission and more about my campaign and my background. So I encourage you to go to YouTube and download that, watch the video. We talked about the issues with dark money and solutions that could use to be addressed that together with Terry Goddard. That was our noon broadcast. We talked more extensively with a conversation focused on solar issues. And we did that in our 11 a.m. broadcast, and we have some earlier videos that you could also go to for that. We had an extensive conversation Monday. We had a half-an-hour-long conversation that focused on water issues and concerns about private water companies on Monday in a broadcast. Last night at 7 o'clock, just had a good general conversation going through a whole series of questions. And again, these are all up on the YouTube channel, and you can find them. We have some earlier broadcasts where we focused on particular regions of the state. One focused particularly on Tucson, another one on Flagstaff. We have numerous other videos up that talk about other localities in the state. So, and then we're going to be on the road for the next several days. So Friday we'll be traveling through eastern Arizona, Apache Junction, Globe, Superior. Saturday we'll be heading south, Casa Grande, Oro Valley, a couple locations in Cochise County. Sunday we will travel throughout the Maricopa County, all around the Phoenix metro area and the outlying communities. So we will continue to take some videos from those and do some real short broadcasts that we'll post. So please look for those and continue to follow the campaign. So for me, it's been a pleasure talking with you all day today. I want to thank you for visiting and watching what we've been doing. And what I really like is help spread the word. You know, there's many things you can do to let folks know that the Corporation Commission race is important. You know, forward material from my Facebook site, forward material from my website. And even if you're not able to be partisan, just let folks know that this race is important and suggest to folks they educate themselves. The Arizona Republic has a good voter guide that has objective information. All candidates have provided their own information. Forward that. Let people look at all 4 candidates and decide who they think they want to vote for. But the key thing is, folks, we need you to vote. We need to exercise our rights and our privileges, and that's how we maintain them, that's how we keep them. We also will continue to take questions. So you can send questions to my Facebook site, Holway for Arizona. I think most of you have been there. If you haven't, we have a very robust conversation going on across multiple issues. So you can get things to us that way. My Twitter is @JimHolway. Send a message to us that way. My email is jim@holway2014.com, and my website is holway2014.com. And we have multiple other sites that talk about specific issues, be that water, innovation in Arizona, energy issues, solar tax, and the dark money. We have sites that talk about many of these issues, so please, my website, holway2014.com, is a good entree into all those. And you can also call our office and talk with us, and that's 602-253-4729. So again, this is our general office number, and it'll be working for a few more days until the end of the campaign. So give us a call there. And we look forward to continuing to talk with you throughout the campaign. And don't forget, for the Corporation Commission, you can vote for 2 candidates. You've got 2 Republicans running, you've got 2 Democrats running. I am one of the Democrats. Love to have your support, but don't forget, you can vote for 2. It's a 5-member commission. Right now, you're voting for 2 of them. So again, thank you very much for spending some time with us today. It's been a pleasure connecting with you, and I look forward to continuing to meet and talk with folks about these issues throughout our great state. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.